More than 7 months after one of the darkest chapters for Victoria Police, fugitive gunman Desi Freeman is dead. He was shot and killed this morning by police officers after a 3-hour standoff at a remote property on the Victoria-New South Wales border. The self-proclaimed sovereign citizen had been holed up in a shipping container at the property in Thologolong, west of Walwa, and 150 kilometres north of Pawnpukka, where he fatally shot 2 police officers last August before escaping into bushland. Police are now investigating how he evaded capture for so long and who might have helped him. We have reporters across Victoria's high country tonight. We begin our coverage with Erin Somerville in Thologolong.
An early morning showdown near the Murray River, bringing an end to one of the biggest manhunts in the state's history.
This brings closure to what was a tragic and terrible event.
Police tracked down Desi Freeman to a container-like building on this property near Kennedy's Reserve in Thologolong. And early this morning, they pounced, shooting the fugitive dead as he emerged, believed to be wrapped in a blanket and carrying a gun.
There was an opportunity for him to surrender peacefully, which he did not.
Neighbour Neil Sutherland was woken by a police helicopter around 5 a.m.
I heard the siren and a loudspeaker, and then I don't know how long it was later when I heard a shot.
How many shots did you hear?
I only heard the one.
The first people Victoria Police called to give the news were families of the slain officers. Senior Constable Vadim Devart-Hotta and Detective leading Senior Constable Neil Thompson.
It's probably as good a day as I've had for a long time. So, and not, I don't mean that in a bad way, but just it's the finalisation of it.
The memory of cowards fades quickly, but with heroes it lives on forever. Neil and Vadim, we'll remember them forever.
An evil man is dead. It is over. It is over in terms of the operation, but it'll never be over for those families.
Investigators will remain in the region as they try to piece together how Desi Freeman evaded capture for 216 days, how he managed to travel more than 100 kilometres undetected through Victoria's high country, and who, if anyone, helped him.
We're very keen to learn who, if any, but I'm sure some, actually assisted him in getting away from Pawnpukka to where he was located.
Police won't say whether they received a tip-off or if anyone has claimed the $1 million reward on offer for information leading to Freeman's capture. Detectives received over 2,000 pieces of information on Freeman's whereabouts, with no confirmed sightings before this week. But they never gave up.
That's why they're professionals, keep their mind open to every possible outcome and follow every possible lead.
Erin Somerville, ABC News, Thologolong.
Now, a short time ago, the Chief Commissioner of Police gave an update to media at the scene in Thologolong. Reporter Ben Knight was there and joins us. Ben, what did we learn?
Well, quite a bit, Tam, actually. The Chief Commissioner confirmed that police had been here at the property for around 24 hours, meaning they moved into position last night overnight and then commenced negotiations with the man they believed to be Desi Freeman at 5:30 this morning. In fact, the Chief Commissioner said the man gave police information that confirmed he was Desi Freeman. He was asked if police had considered bringing in Desi Freeman's wife as a way of ending it peacefully. He said that was not feasible, and 3 hours later the standoff ended, he said, with multiple Special Operations Group police firing on the individual. Now, the Chief Commissioner said that he had actually seen video of that moment, and that he said Freeman had emerged from that container with something like a blanket around his shoulders, that he produced a gun from underneath it, and at that point police fired. He said it's possible that that weapon could have belonged to one of the police officers that Desi Freeman murdered. As to whether he fired it, he said there are mixed reports about that. That will be the subject of forensic testing. There was one question, though, that I think really jumped out at me, and that was whether he thought Desi Freeman appeared to be malnourished. And he said, quote, "Not from the photos I saw," which of course suggests that Desi Freeman not only survived but perhaps thrived in those months on the run. And so, as we've heard, that's where the investigation will now go as to who may have helped him survive in those conditions.
OK, Ben Knight.
Very important for us to understand how long he's been here, and who else was complicit in getting him here and then caring for him or providing him with food and other things to this point.
Police Chief Commissioner Mike Bush there. Let's go to Ashley Aldridge in Paulpunka now. Ashley, how's this news been received in the community there?
It's fair to say that there is a real sense of relief and sadness across Paulpunka tonight. Community members that I've spoken with today say they feel like a weight has been lifted off the town after fearing for months that this would never come to an end and it would continue to impact the region, which relies so heavily on tourism. But there's also a deep sense of sadness and empathy as people remember those two fallen officers who lost their lives here in Paulpunka in August last year, but also for the family of Desi Freeman. We know that he was a husband and a father, and many people that I've spoken to on the ground here in Paulpunka today say that they were ingrained in this tight-knit community, and their thoughts are also with that family tonight. Tamara?
Ashley Aldridge in Paulpunka, thank you so much. Now, long before the Paulpunka shooting, Desi Freeman had been on the radar of police. He was part of the sovereign citizen movement and was caught up in anti-government conspiracy theories. He'd go on to be the central figure in one of Victoria's biggest manhunts.
I'll cost you a lot more than your little barrister.
Desi Freeman lived on society's fringes, but his actions last year thrust the conspiracy theorist and convicted criminal into the national spotlight. The so-called sovereign citizen had a deep-seated hatred of the courts and police.
Because they are filthy, corrupt, disgusting, lawless predators.
During COVID lockdowns, he was among a group that tried to prosecute Victorian Premier Dan Andrews for treason. Outside, Freeman was arrested and tackled to the ground.
Because I stood up to them.
In 2018, Freeman and his family were featured on TV because of a heated dispute with their neighbours.
It is full-out war.
Freeman's nephew said he once looked up to his uncle, but things changed and he became engrossed in wild internet conspiracies.
He was crapping on about the New World Order, showing me all these internet videos on YouTube about government conspiracy and stuff.
In August, police were serving a search warrant as part of a sex crime investigation when Freeman opened fire. 2 officers were killed and 1 was injured in the shootout. A skilled bushman, Freeman fled into the wild. Some sovereign citizens hailed the killer a hero, likening him to a modern-day Ned Kelly. Police vowed to track him down, offering $1 million reward in one of the state's largest manhunts. 6 months on, the search appeared to have gone cold.
We do believe strongly that he is in this area deceased.
But that wasn't true, and today Desi Freeman came face to face with police again. This time, he didn't survive.
But it's been the #1 focus for Victoria Police since the 26th of August. Everyone has been absolutely committed to bringing this to some conclusion.
The coroner will investigate exactly how Freeman's final moments unfolded. Christian Silva, ABC News.
Now, while we've been on air, the Police Chief Mike Bush has given another press conference and confirmed that the firearm found next to Desi Freeman this morning was indeed a police firearm believed to be taken from one of the murdered officers.